Welcome back to the Manor, Entropians. Julian McBain here, and today I am going to be discussing the Monrian Born program. And for those of you who saw my previous video on this, or may have seen that it had been posted but did not have a chance to watch it, I did pull that video, and then this is a reshoot of it. So this will provide all the information. So the Monrian Born program is a special program for those players who start here on Monria, and it provides them with certain benefits that help them in their quest as new Entropians. There are several benefits that will also be available to non-Monrian Born. First off, let's define Monrian Born, because there's it needs defining so you understand who is Monrian Born and who is eligible for such benefits. First off, anyone whose avatar starts here on Monria is Monrian Born. You go through because Monria is a moon, its starter zone, it shares a starter zone with Calypso. And you would access the ability to be Monrian Born by downloading the client from the Monrian forums. So if you're new to Entropia, you haven't logged in yet, you haven't created an account or an avatar, you want to do so through Monria. I don't believe that if you do it from entropiauniverse.com that starting on Monria is an option. I could be wrong about that. It's been a couple years since I did the tutorial. I wish I could go back and look, and I can't. When you get through the whole tutorial section, the first hour of gameplay where you're at Camp Amundsen, there will be an option for you to take the Monrian t-shirt and be teleported to DSEC. And so, or here to Monria. I believe they teleport you to DSEC Forensics. They might teleport you to the hub. No, you know what? They teleport you here to the hub. That I do remember. That took me a second. The Monrian Born t-shirt is proof that you are Monrian Born. It is a white t-shirt with an M on it with a particle flying around it. It looks really cool. If I run across a Monrian Born, I will definitely show that off. So the next thing you want to do is claim your starter kit. And this is a little bit of a process, but it's nothing major. The first thing you want to do is you want to go to monria.com/forum. And I'm going to actually post links to the whole Monrian Born program on the forums in the description down below so that you have access to all the information you need. We're going to go to the Monrian forums, and you want to register using the same username as you have for your avatar. This allows for the Monrian management team to know that the person they're talking with on the forum is the same person they talk with in the game. Do yourself a favor, before you do all of this, read through all of the instructions so that you know exactly how to claim each benefit. This will help them to expedite your ability to use those benefits, and it prevents any misunderstandings. If you signed up for Monrian forums before you entered the Entropia universe, or you signed up before realizing you were entitled to Monrian Born benefits, contact Dark Moon Enigma in the game. She's the community manager, and she'll help you out. The first thing you want to do when you make it to Monria is friend Dark Moon Enigma. After you register for the forums. And you do that by going up here to your contacts list, so you'll have the button here. There's also a hotkey in the forum. It says it's the key J. It's not for me, but I have messed with my hotkeys so much I don't even know that I've had it hotkeyed since day 2. But you pull up your contacts, and as you can see, I've got DME. We call her DME, friended. But you go up to user register if you didn't. You type in her name, Dark Moon Enigma, all one word, and there she is. You'd click on her and hit friend request. And then the next time she's on, if she's not on at the moment, she'll accept your friend request. She is the only one who gives out the starter kit. So this is an important step. The starter kit consists of a weapon, a FAP or fast aid pack, which is a healing device, and some ammo. The next thing you want to do from that point is the 11 beginner missions, of which there are guides on the Monrian Born program's page, which you find again down below, to help guide you through that process of your early life here on Monria and in Entropia universe in general. The next thing you want to do when you have a moment, whether you do it before or after the 11 beginner missions, is you want to sign up for the Monrian Born travel benefit. Now this is a very important benefit that Monrian Born get, and it differs from what non-Monrian Born get because the mothership Yamato is owned by the same person who owns Monria. And so he has designated people to fly Monrian Born around the Entropia system. And they do these flights every Friday and Sunday. You would want to contact DME or the Monria community, the MCAT team. I'll get into that here in a little bit. And find out what the schedule is. The schedule should be posted on the forums. And this is one where you need to be very careful to follow the instructions. When you sign up for the space or the travel benefit, it says right in the forum post to follow the instructions exactly to make sure you can claim your space travel benefit. This is very unique to Monrian Born. Other people who fly in the Yamato have to pay a fee. It's not major, but it's still a difference, and it does add up over time. When you get onto the Yamato, after your first time using it, they're going to give you an RK5 and welding wire. The RK5 is a vehicle repair tool. Inevitably, when traveling through space, you end up running across things that cause damage. Sometimes it's mobs, sometimes it's pirates. And so, as a crew member or as a passenger, you do your part to keep the Yamato flying, because being shot down is kind of a pain in the butt. And so as they're flying through space and preparing to warp, you repair the Yamato. And they do repair runs too, so you can build up your crafting and engineering skills, which is good stuff. And then you warp from planet to planet. And if there's a planet that you want to go to, you can stop there, you teleport off. Make sure you have all of the planet data downloaded. You can do this by going into your launcher before you log into game. Hit the Tools button. Click on the tab that says Planet Data. Check off any boxes that aren't checked off and hit OK. And then just wait for them all to download. If you do this ahead of time, do it when you know you can't play for a while. You know, you're headed out to work, you're headed out to school, you're headed out to do whatever. Just like when you're doing crafting, and because you don't have to click anymore, you just, dump the resources and hit the max number of attempts and hit the button and go. Do the same thing for planet data. It downloads all the information, gives you what you need, and then you've got your data downloaded for when you get there with the Yamato. Because if you show up on the Yamato and you go to download the planet information, by the time you download the planet information, the Yamato's going to move on. Especially if you've got a slower internet connection speed. But even with like 100 megabits per second, it takes a hot minute to download planet data. Like the last time, I have been stuck at a planet for 15 minutes waiting to download, and I have 110 megabits per second average download speed. And so that's something to really keep in mind as you're dealing with getting ready to travel using this benefit. Monrian Born also have the benefit of field trips. So once a month, and the schedule is always posted to the forum, the the Monrian team takes their players to a different planet, gets them some of the most important teleporters, and helps them with achieving the early beginner missions on those planets. And what that does is, one, gets you the experience of going to those planets and seeing what they have to offer, gets you off the moon for a while, and gives you the benefits that each of those beginner missions have, because all of them give you something different. They almost universally offer a starter gun. They almost universally all offer a little ammunition, and they offer you skills. And because they're giving you the starter gun and the ammunition to get those skills, it's practically free. So if you are Monrian Born, take advantage of this. Just double checking to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. So, a couple of things I'm going to go through, and then we're going to get into the next part of the Monrian Born program. There are two other groups that do receive the benefits of Monrian Born, even if they did not start on Monria. Group number one. Oh, bugger! I wasn't paying attention. I should say there is a group of people, although they're kind of segmented into two subgroups. First off, if you own an apartment or you own a shop here on Monria, you gain the majority of the benefits of Monrian Born. And those benefits you don't gain are pretty much from what I understand, you don't get the starter kit and you don't get the sweat benefit. And I could be wrong about that. I'm sure I'll be corrected if I'm not. If I am wrong about that, please comment down below on that to issue that correction. But from what I understand, because by the time you get to that point, you've moved beyond that need, that benefit's really unnecessary. But you get the travel benefit, you get the support, all of that, because you're providing support to Monria by choosing to live and do business here. So, speaking of the sweat benefit, here is the sweat buying program. Come on. There we go. The Monrian sweat buying program is an initiative to help new players earn some pet in game. We all know that the sweat market is not terrific. It's never been, well, it was great 16 years ago, but it's constantly coming down. We've got to focus on it, but Monria supports its new players by issuing this benefit. So, from the day you become Monrian Born and are issued your starter kit, because that's the final step, is you go to DME, you get your starter kit, you're now Monrian Born. This benefit starts. The benefit ends 90 days hence. So you've got 90 days from the day you get your starter kit to day 90 to utilize this benefit. Monria operates off server time. So please be aware of that if you're coming toward the end of your benefit. If you've got sweat to sell, keep in mind it's on server time. So, like, I live in the Eastern time zone. That means I'm UMT -5, or I should say Zulu time -5, because it's the same thing, but I used to be a pilot. So if you're Z -5, then, for instance, right now, it's 13:47 where I live, but it's 18:47 server time. So as far as Monria is concerned, this is the actual time. Doesn't matter what the time is where I am. It matters what the time is in game. So if you're getting close to the mark, make sure you sell off the sweat. Now, the second piece to that is there is a limitation. DME will pay you 2 ped per 1,000 bottles once a day, server time. Up to 3,000 bottles a day, so you can earn 6 ped. 2 ped per 1,000, 3,000 per day. That's 6 ped, which is not nothing. That's actually decent hunting at low level when you're that new. It also allows you to build up kind of a bank account. I should probably heal before I die again, because after that the hard grind is going to start, or you can start depoting. But until then, take advantage of that benefit. DME is the only person who can buy the sweat. The other members of the Monrian staff are not part of that benefit, so you do have to wait until she's online. She is also Z-5, so be cognizant of that when you go looking for her to sell your sweat. There is a special heads up on the Monrian Born forum. Please do not attempt to sell 3,000 bottles of sweat at 10 of midnight and then turn around and sell another 3,000 bottles of sweat at 10 past midnight. One, it's unfair to the Emmy because it makes things a lot harder for her. And two, it's unfair to the other people who are going through the work as well, because you're capitalizing on timing cycles. There are a few more nuanced rules. I strongly recommend you read through all of the details of the sweat benefit on the Monrian forum. It's on the same page as all the other Monrian Borns. Again, link is in the description. Okay, so beyond the Monrian Born program, although the Monrian Born are the most... As a Monrian Born, you are most likely to utilize this benefit, but these are open to everyone. There's the Monria Community Assistance Team, also known as MCAT, who are a group of community members who volunteered their time to assist individuals with any number of situations. They will direct new Monrian Born to forum links and direct them to workplaces where they can get tutorials and help. Assist new Monrian Born in getting the DSEC mining and DSEC military teleporters. I do have a video showing where the instaports to get to them are, but there are a lot of mobs in the way, especially the first one, which is completely swarmed with low-level yogs. You can get to it, but it's a bit of a difficult trek if you're not prepared, so the MCAT team is there to help you. There will eventually be a progressive quest chain that will get you those teleporters. It is not finished, the development of that chain has not been finished yet. Unfortunately, we do not have a release date, or at least they haven't told us a release date yet, so that is pending. Okay, what's this? Sorry, some information. Oh. Okay. Looks like Ant posted an ad for Monrian Borns, which is why there's been a large influx. That's part of the reason I'm doing this video. There is a large influx of Monrian Borns, so I wanted to make sure that all of the new Monrian Borns had the opportunity to find the benefits that they're entitled to. Okay, so now that being said, the MCAT team will help anyone. Yes, their primary, certain things that their quote-unquote primary goal is to help Monrians, but really, they're here to help anyone, and they will help anyone. They'll also help Monrian, or they'll help anyone on Monria that gets, if you get mired in mobs and you can't get out, or more likely, if you're trying to mine and unfortunately your claim happens to be in a boatload of mobs, or you drop and then find out, oh, this is a wave event area, not conducive to mining, they will help you get to your claim and clear it out by keeping the mobs off your back. They'll also provide healing when requested if time is available. One other thing they do, the MCAT team is really good at, they do cave runs. That's this section here. They get you these 4 teleporters. That's important because having run this cave without the assistance of the MCAT team, I'm here to tell you it's not easy. So, if you're looking to get the 4 teleporters here, feel free to reach out to the MCAT team, ask them for assistance. They are more than happy to help. That program is also, I won't say it's developing because it's well developed, but if new things pop up, they're willing to listen and see if it's something they want to add to the program. It might be a one-time thing where they say, let's try this out and find out it's not going to work. Alternatively, it could turn into a regular thing. And I don't have any examples to provide you at this moment, but these are all things that they are there to help you with. The other group that you should know about are the Monria Volunteer Mentors. They are mentors here on Monria that help new people out. And there is a forum link for that. It is also on the Monrian Born benefits page. If you're looking for a mentor to guide you through the early parts of being an Entropia universe, it is to your benefit to check these people out. Find out if they're available to mentor you. And if they aren't available to mentor you for any reason, find out if they can introduce you to another mentor that is, or to provide you guidance. As a mentor myself, and as someone who has been mentored, not in Entropia, just in general. Unfortunately, by the time I really discovered what the mentoring program was all about, I was beyond mentoring. Which is to my own detriment. It really is. Eventually, I would like to become a mentor. I don't feel that I have the time to dedicate to being a mentor in the game because I have too many other things going on, and I have 2 mentees in real life. But mentors are there to help you out. They guide you through, and they help prevent you from making the mistakes that they made when they first joined the game. So if you're new to the game especially, consider reaching out to the volunteer mentors and finding out if they've got a slot open to mentor you. And that's the gist of the Monrian Born program. Once again, I'll drop a link in the description. I'll make sure that it is available for... Oh, I forgot to pull out my Lara. Oh well. I'll make sure to put the link in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below or reach out to DME or any of the MCAT team. It's what they're there for. I will continue to create content here on Monria. I'm going to be here at least through St. Patrick's Day because, well, frankly, because St. Patrick's Day is my favorite holiday besides Halloween. And the Monrian team is Irish and I'm of Irish descent, so I want to be here to support them. And I'm actually a lot closer to Ireland than I thought I was only a couple weeks ago. Apparently my great-great-grandparents were off the boat. That was interesting. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It was just like I thought it was more generations back. And it's like, nope. So, okay, we're going to pop... Oh, I would want to finish the daily here. I've been working on this daily for 3 days. I was going to finish it yesterday. I'm like, nah, I want to hunt shogs first. So I did the shog daily, and then I came out here, and by that time I was falling asleep, and I was just like, I'm done. So let's finish it so that it resets this afternoon, or this evening when the clock turns, because midnight server time is 1900 hours my time. So when I usually log on at 23:30, all my dailies are reset. Tell me that's... No, one more. this is another huge benefit. Monria dailies. The Monria dailies are awesome. While they are grindy, like everything else in Entropia universe, they are not difficult to figure out. You don't have to go looking for them. They're not random monsters. They're not random locations. And so, while it may take you time to complete them, it takes me roughly an hour to do both the Shogs and the Yogs. And probably closer to 90 minutes to get the cultists if I'm hunting here. If I'm really, like, if I go to the wave event, then it doesn't take that long. But they're all so much higher level, and the higher the level, the more the marker moves. And I'm sure that if I went hunting the Shoggoth and the Yogs inside the cave system, it would be a much shorter process as well. But the more damage you do, the more ammo you're going through, and so that's more ped to cycle. And that can be good or bad for you depending on what your aim is. Oftentimes I'm just here for some casual gameplay, just a little bit of casual hunting, and that's why, like on Calypso, I'll hunt drones for hours at a time. There we go. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe down below. We are on the road to 13 million subscribers, one subscription at a time, so make sure you subscribe. As always, guys, thank you so much for your support. I really hope that for those of you who are Monrian Born, you take advantage of the Monrian Born program. And for those of you who are not Monrian Born, consider buying an apartment here if one becomes available. Yesterday I saw one on the market, and I was very tempted to buy it, but unfortunately, due to life circumstances, that is not an option at the moment. And there's one that's up for a prize coming at the St. Patrick's Day. So make sure you check out the St. Patrick's Day event. It looks like there's still an apartment up for grabs for that event. So there you go. Guys, as always, thank you so much for your support. You all have a wonderful day.